like that.
I know.
Correct.
Okay, what about sports? What sports were you
Watches,
into?
wait, hold on. He says he's collecting. Until now, do you collect watches?
Do you have some watches that are, okay, unisex? Okay.
No.
I don't have a watch.
No, there's so many watches now. Thousands.
What's your favorite
They
brand?
keep changing, di ba? And it becomes obsolete. Like you get fed up because there's another new one.
Right.
I don't go for those. I go for the classics.
You go for the classics.
So what's your favorite?
What's your favorite?
Well, Patek.
Right.
Okay.
What do you think of the
That's
Panerai?
what when I feel low, etc. I just clean my watches.
I thought I just buy a watch.
I know, I thought.
And wine. The more expensive ones you have to wine.
Well, don't you have those things that just whine? So you don't have
But
to-
those are for the automatic. I have those
the
automatic
others are the
winders.
people you have. How many watches
But the
do
old
you-
ones are not self-winding.
When do you have time to wind them? You're like traveling everywhere. Tomorrow you're going to be in
No,
Cebu.
I don't have time. Only when I feel down, and then I don't want.
And is that
I don't
often? When you feel down, is that
Like once a
often?
year.
Not that often, because there's some watches that are like 60, 70 years old, but they're mint. In other words, you can't even wear them. Otherwise, they're no longer mint.
Oh.
They're what?
Mint.
Unused,
Oh. But
So
why would
you just
want to
keep them
watch?
there?
It's just really for
because you collect.
Do you keep it in a glass case, or you can see from top to bottom?
no,
It's in a
no,
drawer.
it's not for
Where do you-
display.
Where do you keep them? Do you,
But you
like,
know, you exchange.
In the bank.
You exchange.
you put it in a
We're not
cup.
talking about hundreds, etc.
Okay,
Just
like
a few.
50.
No, mga ganun lang. Dozens.
But they're all at home. Oh, we shouldn't say because mamaya may akyat bahay gang.
Would you like to exchange with us?
No, but watches are really interesting. I've been collecting watches since I was
Oh,
high
really?
school. Yeah, always.
Okay.
But not in his league.
But you want to know, you won't think that they're valuable because, people are wearing these fancy
Yes.
old gold
Yes.
with
With diamonds.
diamonds.
Yes.
I don't collect those.
Right.
Okay.
So Patek's your favorite. What's your least favorite brand?
Least
Yeah.
favorite.
Like
No,
when
I
you
don't
get
even have it. I
gifted
don't
or-
even know it. I don't even buy it.
Okay, like when people say, okay, he collects watches. What's the one brand like? Oh, I'm gonna get a watch. I can see the shape. It's a box. Oh, I hope it's not a.
They go for the expensive ones.
Yeah,
But,
so you
but
always hope
that's
it's not.
that's what money can buy. But collectors is hard to find.
Right.
You find it in watch shows. You
Right.
find this in watch shows, and you hunt for it.
So you go to watch shows.
Yeah.
Wow.
So he can't
I'm
say
a member.
the one that he least likes, because what if somebody gave him a present of that watch and then he's gonna say it now on air, and then
Yeah,
what
I
if
know,
they're
right?
watching? Said, ay, hindi niya nagustuhan yung regalo ko, so wag na lang.
Wala.
yeah.
You don't give collectors.
You don't
Wow.
give collecting. Yeah, it's like a guy collecting cars.
Yeah,
you
you
can't
don't-
gift
yeah.
a
But
car
some
because
people
you
they try to please you, so they give you a very expensive watch.
But that's not what you want.
It's recycled.
What do you mean to recycle? Do you recycle it or do you
it
recycle
becomes
to
a
you?
gift to somebody else.
Oh. Okay, what about sports? What sports were you into?
Well, I've always been an avid spectator of all types, and I play not competitively most sports, right? But I became serious in hunting, in
Hunting?
target
Target-
shooting. My
target
children are my daughter, your cousin Katrina, was
Trina.
national champion. Pistol.
Really?
And the youngest, Justin, is also now Ateneo's champion, national champion in the collegiate,
Really?
in the national team.
How interesting.
So I think there's a lot of discipline in that. Because
How so?
we're precision shooters, right? I mean, you shoot 60 rounds, and the 10-cent target, you gotta hit that or the next string for 60 shots. It
Right.
requires a lot of concentration. Sometimes they're aiming and then they cannot fire. Something crossed their mind and they're distracted. Just a little lack of focus, a millimeter, you're going to be so far off already.
So each
And then-
all the 60 shots have to go into the 10-cent coin
yeah.
target?
Well, excuse me, the bullseye, there's points there. The bullseye is a 10. The next string
20.
is a 9 and an 8, etc., etc. To even get a bronze, it's like you're allowed only, three nines. So you can imagine the consistency I mean, you can hit that maybe once, but try hitting that
3 times.
60 times
Right.
My
in 2.5
gosh.
hours. You know, the sweat that they show, and they cover themselves. They don't want to see anybody before they fire the next shot.
Wow.
It's quite
Pretty
different from the.
intense.
It's quite different from the cowboy gunslinger
Or
type.
the,
Yes, yes,
or
yes.
a firing range.
Yeah, yeah, the
Yeah.
practical pistol shooting. You know.
So what kind of gun do you use for that?
Huh?
What kind of gun do you use for that?
Well, precision guns. You know, single shots, and
How many bullets in that gun?
one.
Just one?
So you gotta load each
Even
time?
when you hunt, professional hunting, you don't hunt with a machine gun. You give your prey a chance to
To
escape.
run, my
Yeah,
God.
to escape.
Fly.
No,
or
but
to-
it's these are excess. They are not anti-environment or anti-animals. So they have a list of excess.
that
And
you
mostly
can't.
males. Mostly males. You don't shoot female.
Because they can still.
Reproduce. Yeah.
Well, how do you know if they're
and they
males or
test you.
females?
And they test you. Did you know that impalas, for example, the most beautiful of all antelopes, only one male, the dominant male, he has all the females.
Really?
The herd is all females and one dominant male.
And you kill him?
Really?
Yeah.
And then you kill him? What's
No.
gonna happen to all the...
You find the herd, that's all males.
Oh.
So there's also one like that.
They're all males. These are the inferior males. But
A lot.
they're always challenging the dominant male. The dominant male does not live long.
You learn something new every day. That's what
know.
education's all about.
Not
You know.
Oh,
only-
di ba?
Not-
Because
not
can
necessarily
you
in the
imagine?
classroom.
Can you imagine taking care of all the females
Can you
Yeah.
imagine?
and then
Of course you can imagine.
and guarding them at night because there are other males that try to
Come in.
ouch
Ah,
Right,
I see.
and then still be strong to accept challenges because some male will say, "Now I'm stronger than you. Let's fight."
Guard the women at night and during the day. So he practically doesn't sleep.
But that's the rule of nature. Nobody thought of that. That's really how they are, right? Dominant male has all the female.
Okay, who would you say is a dominant male that you know?
We have plenty.
Yeah,
we have a
let's
list.
relate this to...
Okay, but you can think about that. But before that, we're going to pause for a short break and we'll be right back with the Secretary of Education, Secretary Jesli Lapus.
and his revelation about cycles.